Right, everybody down here.
For the next 4 weeks, the lads will be responsible for keeping their barracks clean. But first, they need to be shown how.
First of all, you sweep the area. There, area swept. And lay down the polish. Stand on the blanket and walk along the given area. I want the whole floor polished, bumpered. Any questions?
No, Corporal.
Good.
There was nothing that a Victorian housemaid did that we didn't do, I'm afraid.
Get your feet off the table.
Walking into a barrack room, floors were highly polished. You had to keep them highly polished. So you constantly walked about on cloths just to keep everything immaculate. This is exactly what we did. Keep it buffed, keep it buffed. Don't let that bastard get you. Anybody walking in with just their boots on, that was it. They were dead. Look at that. Beautiful. See your face in it.
Tomorrow there's an inspection by the sergeant. One section needs to get moving.
We've got to polish the floor, which people keep walking all over with the boots. But it's our first attempt, so we're not going to get it right first time.
On a routine locker search, Corporal Murray has found some contraband belonging to the opposite sex.
Everybody, turn round and look this way. Tell me whose these are. If you don't admit it, I'm going to have yous outside and I'm going to beast everybody. Because I know what locker I took them out of. Whose are they? So you're not going to tell me? So you're not going to admit it? Go. Round the block. Hurry up. Get your arms up. Not get the moral courage to own up. Put your nose on the ground.
They'll be beasted until the corporal gets a confession.
Whose are they? Right, line up against that wall.
Come on.
If you think this is pissed off, gentlemen, it gets harder. Trust me. One simple question. One man to own up. One man. Whose are they? Give me the answer.
Sam Webb has owned up.
Stop. Stand up.
But Corporal Murray isn't convinced he's telling the truth.
These were found in the 4th or 5th locker down on the left. He's had the moral courage to admit for something that he didn't do. Because they're not his. Are they yours?
No, Colonel.
I'm not a colonel, I'm corporal.
No, Corporal.
Get inside there, get your uniform sorted out. Well done.
Captain! File in, from the left, buy what you need to buy. Go.
For the time being, the lads are off the hook, which means a trip to the Naffy, a social club and tuck shop for the forces. It also means getting used to 50s money.
If you want something for a shilling, you want a toilet roll and it's a shilling, you can either give me 2 sixpences or you can give me that. Right. Or you can give me a ½ a crown and I'll give you 2 bob back.
He's more confused
now
than when he was.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because I wanted to know what each one of them was worth.
Just think about old money, not new.
Can I have envelopes and paper, some razor blades, and some toilet paper?
And what left?
They're so nervous, they really are. But it's their first day, isn't it? But if they can just let their hair down and get to know each other, really, because that's what the naffy's about, isn't it? Just to relax and just let their hair down.
In this morning's rush to be ready for inspection, one lad forgot something vital for a 50s recruit. Corporal Murray doesn't miss a thing.
Did you have a wash this morning?
I didn't have time, Corporal.
You didn't have time, so that's why you were stinking, was it?
Yes, Corporal.
Listen to the medic.
Take your clothes off. Gonna move on.
Yes, Corporal.
I'm not exactly the fittest pea in the pod. I don't like getting up early. Running has never really been my strong suit unless I absolutely need to. But at the end of the day, it will be an interesting test to see whether I can cope with doing it or not.
I think they're going to find it very difficult to cope with the National Service because, I mean, all the home comforts that we take for granted. The whole British Army could walk through his bedroom, takes as well, and he'd never wake up because he just doesn't. Once he's asleep, he seems to be dead to the world.
When some older person comes up to me and goes, back in my day when we done National Service, I can stand there and say, I done National Service. It weren't as bad as you're making out.
Quick. Let this be a lesson. If you can't look after yourself in barracks, how are you expected to look after yourself in the field? You will become a casualty.
Hygiene was a big thing in the army, especially with fellas sweating all the time. They were stinking, you know, and BO was all over the place.
Everybody knows that we sweat. We're not in the army long before we do know it.
Sometimes in a barrack you got a lazy sod, a kid who wouldn't wash himself.
If you weren't straight into the shower and washed off, they would take you in and scrub you. Had these big floor scrubbers.
In the army, you can imagine, you got great big brooms, stiff brooms like that. And what they used to do is put them in the shower and literally just brush them with these bleeding brooms, and it used to take the skin off.
They never ever were smelly again.
The next time this happens, I will use a brush with very hard bristles to scrub you. Whose knickers are these? 2 o'clock in the morning springs to mind.
The mine corporal.
The mine corporal.
Mine corporal.
Stop it.
There'll be no going to bed until the culprit owns up.
Start sparking tomorrow, gents. I've not got a name for these. I know whose they are, because I know what locker I took them out of. I just want them to have the moral fibre to own up in front of each section.
The mine corporal.
Why didn't you own up before?
Don't know, corporal.
So if I asked you to come forward and attack an enemy machine gun post, you wouldn't do it, would you? Because you'd just sit there while one of the other muckers took the rap. Give you something to use as a cloth now, haven't you?
Yes, corporal.
Carry on, gents.
The corporal seems happy with the latest confession.
He threatened to get us up at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I just said they're mine, and he said thank you for admitting it, and I just went, oh my God, because they're not mine.
As day 2 comes to an end, one recruit is starting to crack. Paul Claydon, who earlier received the shower punishment.
I miss my family more than I thought I would. The fact that I haven't been able to eat properly has weakened me considerably. If it's this bad now, I'll be a wreck by Sunday. I will just be in pieces, and I'd rather leave now and try and keep what little sanity I have left before I have a complete shutdown.
Next time on Lads Army, more are feeling the strain after the recruits meet their sergeant for the first time.
Get up! Sit down! Stay down! Stay down! I didn't tell you to move!
If you'd like to order a copy of the booklet accompanying the series, priced £2.50, please call 0870 150 1111. That's 0870 150 1111. There's more from the boys over on ITV2 tomorrow night at 9 in Lads Army Privates Exposed. Meanwhile, spare a thought for the lads.
Gentlemen, good night.
They're still there.